Hello, I am recording this video for anybody who has got exams coming up for whatever reason, whether it's GCSEs, A-levels. If you're seeing this, you know me probably in some shape or form. So my research at the moment has been to introduce social work students to EFT, emotional freedom technique, or tapping. And I've done a small study with a group of 6 students, but we've worked together for me to explain tapping to them a bit more and for us to tap together as a group. Yes, they were sceptical to start with, but they recognised that it might be useful to know about a self-help tool. And once they realised that it had a positive impact, then they've just been really grateful to know about it. And it is their view that more people should know about this because it's easy to do, it's free, it's accessible, and once you get past the point of thinking it's slightly unusual, then why wouldn't you do this to be able to help yourself? So on their feedback, and as I'm one of the parents to a child about to go through GCSEs, I wanted to just show this so that you can share it with your young people, or equally use it for yourselves. So I'll try and keep it quick. Everybody has acupressure points that you can access. So I'm just going to show you where they are. One really good way of just getting used to them, just starting, is to do a breathing exercise with that. So the first point is at the top of your head, and you can breathe in for 3 and out for 5, and that in itself is just quite calming. So you go in for 3, out for 5. Next point is just inside your eyebrow here. In for 3, out for 5. Side of the eye, just here. Under your eye here. Under your nose, just here. Just on your chin here where the little dip is. This one's a bit harder to find, but just underneath that bony bit where you might sort of pin a poppy on, little point there. And you've got one just under your arm there. One just across your wrist here where your watch strap might go. And one on the side of your hand, just underneath where your little finger is. And then the tips, the ends of each of your thumb and your fingers. And just go back to the side of your hand. So I'll answer a couple of likely questions before I start. Excuse me. See, I've started tapping, and sometimes it sort of it shifts the energy, and sometimes it changes where you might have symptoms. So there's me clearing my throat already. So it doesn't matter which order you do these points in, they're just in a sequence to help you remember them, and once you get used to doing them, then they follow quite easily. And you can do, as you can see, I mean, I'm quite quick when I tap. It doesn't matter what speed you do it. I'm quite quick when I start, and then I sometimes slow down as I get a bit more relaxed. So tapping is based on the same principles as reflexology, acupuncture. It's got its origins in that sense as far as Chinese medicine and the energy meridians. So the points that you're tapping on are on the ends of the energy meridians. You don't really need to know much more than that, or even that. To be able to use this, it's working on your fight flight, as I say. It's doing that anyway. But the speaking part of it can be helpful as well. So a tapping round would look like this. Even though I'm feeling quite anxious about that exam tomorrow, I accept that that's how I'm feeling just now. Even though I can't believe it's so close to exams now, not sure whether I've done enough. Sometimes I think I really haven't, and other times I just want them all over with. But I accept that that's how I'm feeling just now. Even though I can't believe it's the end of my schooling and I've got these exams coming up. I acknowledge that I've got a whole host of different feelings just now. Feeling anxious about these exams. Feeling a bit stressed. I've done so much preparation over the last couple of years, and yet I still feel like there's so much I haven't done. There's just so much to remember. So many different bits of the different subjects. There's so many exams. It's just so busy, and there doesn't seem any time to stop. I really hope these exams go okay. I really want to do well in them. I've worked hard and I want my results to show that. I really don't want to do badly. It feels like they're so important and there's so much at stake. I really worry about how they will go. What if I do really badly? I don't like the thought of doing really badly. That feels embarrassing. Or maybe a bit like feeling like a failure. I don't want to be the one that doesn't do very well. I just want to get on with them. But at the same time, I don't really want to do them at all. It feels a bit stressful and overwhelming. I'm really not sure how I feel about them, to be honest. The dates are in the diary. These exams are happening. And I need to show up and do my best. I hope that's what I can do. That's what I want to be able to do. But sometimes I get really stressed and worried about them. I get anxious feelings in my stomach. Sometimes I feel tense. Sometimes it can give me a headache or make me feel like I'm going to be sick. I hate that feeling of feeling like I'm going to be sick. But I recognise that that's my body trying to look after me. It's part of my fight-flight system, trying to keep me safe. And actually, it's a sign that I care about these exams. I want to do well. These matter to me. I want to do well. And I'm going to do my best. Whatever that means. Sometimes it feels like there's conflicting messages. Teachers wanting us to do well. Parents wanting us to do well. But also then saying we need to stop and not work too hard. Or perhaps there's then pressure that we need to do a bit more. There's different instructions from different people. And all of that can add to the overwhelm. But really, I know I just need to do my best. I'm much more than just these exams. I'm a person with lots of different interests, a whole future ahead of me, whatever these exams turn out to give me as far as results. And it will all work out. It's an unknown. These exam papers are an unknown. The questions that will be asked, all the things that we've learnt. And it'll only be asking us bits of these, but we've got to learn it all. And even if the worst outcome is a failed or lower mark, there will always be other options. Always be different doors open. Always be the opportunity to go again. I know we don't want to think like that. It's worth keeping it all in perspective. I just want to do my best. I've prepared well. If I can just keep calm, read the question again. All those good tips for teachers. Just keep myself calm. Have a good look at those questions in front of me and do my best to recall the information and structure some good answers on the page. I don't need to be perfect. I don't need to be good at absolutely everything. Just give it my best shot. And after those exams, look forward to a bit of downtime, a bit of time without the pressure to just be, and hopefully enjoy a pleasant summer. So that's sort of what tapping can look like if you do the rounds. What my students have found is that they don't need to speak out loud. They can think some of those things. One student said to me that they had been able to become their own little cheerleader, that they could think through those sorts of things. So they didn't need to do all the tapping on their face and things. They perhaps could just, under the desk, they could just squeeze their fingers and just in their head think, you got this. Just going to do my best. Just going to do my best at these exams. I've done the work. I've put lots of effort in. I've been well supported, hopefully well supported by teachers, by family. And you don't have to rehearse any particular words. All you've got to do is remind yourself that any of those physical symptoms are your body trying to keep yourself safe. So it's doing what it's set out to do. That's all good stuff. It's not nice when you're feeling like you're going to be sick, or you've got a headache, or you've got that horrible churny feeling in your tummy. But that's your body doing what it needs to. Thank you, body. Thank you for showing that you care. Thanks for looking after me. Don't need it just right now. I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm going to get focused on this exam paper of whatever it is. So whoever's watching, whether it's somebody that knows me, one of Emily's friends, colleague from the OU that's got somebody facing it, whoever you are, I really wish you well. It does feel like there's a lot riding on these exams, and yet once they're done, you're going to have your results and you're going to be able to decide what next you want to do in this big world that we're in. So yeah, I wish you well. Thanks for watching. Bye.